Yo, what's up guys? My name's Jax and welcome to another video. Sorry I haven't been posting in a long time because I've been very busy, and also quick update for people who are subscribed to my channel and everything, who saw those trailers and everything. I was working on a big project, but it was like I was in way too over my head, and I just couldn't stay motivated to work on it, and so I completely scrapped the project. But you know, I'm gonna try to work on something cool for you guys to watch. But anyway, today we're gonna be talking about a commentary reaction YouTube channel that actually was a big inspiration to me to start YouTube and do commentary and all of that. That I used to watch when I was younger. His name is Cyrus, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what happened with Cyrus and everything, but I just want to do a little recap on everything that's happened with Cyrus. So if you don't watch commentary reaction channels, or you just don't watch Cyrus is a 19-year-old YouTuber who does commentary reaction videos, basically gameplay in the background. He watches some bizarre shit on YouTube and gives his opinion on it. Basically a reaction channel, but more on no face cam or anything. And he made his channel on January 14th of 2018 and has shut it down on February 2nd of 2023 this year. He has an Instagram, he has a Twitter, and of course he has a Twitch, subreddit, you know, all that stuff. But we're gonna focus more on his Twitter and maybe his Instagram. So his Twitter account is CyrusXDDD, and his Instagram is Foxy. He has a second channel, or well, he had a second channel called Cyrus Loves You, where he uploaded videos about stories that happened in his life. But he actually renamed it to Ducky, and then all the videos were privated. But most of them were set back to public later on, but you know. And his second channel can still be found. He renamed it to Not Cyrus, and then later renamed it to Cyrus XDDD. But he remains inactive on it since February of 2020. So now that we know who this guy is, now we can actually move on to what happened. So it all starts last month of this year, obviously this year. A Twitter user by the name of Indigo tweeted out saying that Cyrus groomed her. In her tweet longer, she stated, "To start out, I am making this not to milk some weird 15 minutes of fame. I'm doing this to put all the information to understand the situation in one place and immortalize it. It's important to me and all of his victims that he never escapes this shit. Another thing before you read this, please keep in mind that the narrative that he is taking time off YouTube to heal and change is bullshit. Every one of his victims, ex-friends, etc. can vouch to being his personal therapist and pushing this man to change. He never does. He abuses, he lays low, and he comes back without much word to the situation. It's a cycle and has repeated since he was 13, and that will continue if you give him the space to change." In late 2019, I met Cyrus through a mutual IRL friend when I was super quiet and had no online friends or presence. Up until 2020, I was nothing but another e-girl in Cyrus's circle. In early 2020, right before COVID, Cyrus made advances towards me. I was 15, he was 17, and I was simply excited to have someone into me. I played along and gave into his odd habits. For example, he would try to sing lullabies to me, and apparently other women he was involved with. He would talk in a baby voice and suck his thumb when upset. He had multiple delusions that led me and his close friends into believing he was and is probably schizophrenic. He swore up and down he had a daughter, who he acknowledged was imaginary, but he talked to her while on Discord calls with me. He also fully believed and defended that he was an angel sent from God, who made a deal with the devil for YouTube fame through a blood pact when he was 13. This led to a huge fight between us because I was concerned for his well-being. Cyrus emotionally abused me and used me for sexual gratification before dropping me, and then getting with his current girlfriend, Italia, which I'm so sorry if I messed up that name. I'm really not good with reading names or names at all, or reading. Guys, I'm awful at... This doesn't end here, though. Over the 3 years that he has been with Italia, again, sorry if I butchered that name, he has had dozens of online partners, which I can confidently say all of them were once his fans / looked up to him. He would integrate underage fans from his Discord servers into private calls and other servers and work them for months, building trust before making advancements and asking for sexual favors and nudes. Attached are multiple examples of his lewd texts, all to underage fans. Sorry if this isn't done correctly, I'm new to this. So, we're actually going to go ahead and show these messages. So here, let me get them for you in a sec. So boys, quick warning here, this gets really disturbing and really cringy. So if there's a high chance that you unfortunately get unalive due to cringe, I'm sorry. So please put on your helmets and safety glasses right before we read this horrid shit. But seriously though, jokes aside, if you're easily disturbed, I suggest skipping to this timestamp because this gets gross really quickly. But understandably, you might as well just leave the video because it gets worse from here. It all goes downhill from here. But yeah, here are the messages. Sorry if I laugh a bit in this video. It's just so horrid that I can't help but laughing at it. But yeah. My first time getting head, it was so bad, I tried to imagine it was you. I don't think I ever told you that. I wanted to finish so bad, so it'd be over. I just kept trying to think of you, but it made me go soft anytime I opened my eyes. So like, I get you're in school and all, but imagine me churning you around and pinning you down while you... I don't want to read this. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh god, my mom watches my videos. Oh god. Imagine me churning you around and pinning you down while you're bent over and fucking your little pussy from behind and pulling on your hair while I smack your ass as I pound into you deeply over and over as you moan it. Okay, you get the point. I'm not reading all this. I'm not finished reading all this. I'm not reading all this. My mom watches my videos. Cyrus, what the... Okay, so you get the point, okay? So let's continue reading the twit longer, for the love of God. Okay, after we dated, I went a wall... After we dated, I went AWOL on the whole friend group, and 3 years later randomly made a TikTok to trend. This immediately got to him, and he got paranoid, texting and calling with everyone he knew to spread the idea that I was insane, obsessed with him, just a friend of his who went crazy for fame, etc. I ignored it and let it all play out. And apparently my post inspired a lot of old friends and ex-girlfriends of his to come out about his antics, him lying about our relationship. The biggest situation that came out of this fucked up domino effect was older controversy of him sexting a 12/13-year-old when he was 16/17 resurfaced. He also still has photos of his underage fans/exes when he is 19. Another old friend/partner of his who goes by Queenslayer or DBroken on Instagram has been collecting a lot of evidence for all this. Here's one screenshot, Annan on their story with Cyrus. So this person says, hey, I saw your story. I want to say I've known Cy since he was like 14 to 15 years old before this YouTube blew up and all that. I haven't talked to him in about a year now, but he did attempt to try to cheat on his girlfriend with me back in 2021. I'm not sure which girlfriend it was, but he was trying to trade pics, but I didn't send him anything. I also know he used to be extremely manipulative and threatened to do things he wanted. I don't want my name connected to anything, but that's just my 2 cents into it. I know he's a very messed up and disturbed person. He's always had his red flags, but never thought it would be this bad. And here's a screenshot of the most depraved shit I've ever seen and read. Well, not as depraved as the other thing I just had to read. Oh, God. Okay, try not to be too shy. Just focus on pleasing me. Go somewhere private and set up your phone so your camera shows you well and stuff. Fucking Christ. Here's another screenshot, guys. I don't want to. I don't want to read. Can I come in your pussy or nah? And now I got coke on my shirt. All right. One day, you'll need to call me and turn on face cam and just let me beat off to you. Okay, you're choking on your coke now. I guess you don't like that idea. Never mind. I was changing shirts. Yes, shut up. Would you like that? Would you? This is fucking horrible. This is awful. So, and here's a story from one of the victims. So, finally, no more depraved fucking Cyrus screenshots. Oh, it's not over, by the way. Just so you don't have hope. Now that everyone has come out with their stories and the truth about him has come out, when I was 14 to 15, I was talking to a semi-famous commentary YouTuber. He used me, manipulated me, and guilt-tripped me to get what he wanted every time. After he ignored and left me, I realized a year later what had happened. I was hurt and felt useless, and I was scared of talking to men altogether. Years later, multiple girls have come out with their experiences and their stories. I've seen at Hello Indigo's stories and TikToks and felt like I should do my part as well. I was too young to go through something like that. I was broken and angry for multiple years, and we're just now moving on when I got the text. I feel so sorry for everyone he hurt and everyone he dated. I was never officially his girlfriend, so I felt like my experience wasn't useful, but my friend encouraged me to say something. He has now been exposed and confirmed a pedophile due to him talking to a 12-year-old girl when he was 16/17. And yes, he still has pictures of me that can classify as CP. Cyrus the Bird is a horrible person, and he belongs in jail. So, yeah, and all the jokes aside, I know we've been laughing and having a good time poking fun at Cyrus and kind of shaming him for these disgusting actions. But if we could get serious for a second, I know this doesn't matter at all and has nothing to do with what's going on, but I used to watch Cyrus when I was younger, and he was my biggest inspiration when I did YouTube. All my old videos that are privated and everything, like when I started getting into commentary YouTube videos when I was little, when I used to only edit on the Share Factory on the PlayStation 4, he was what inspired me to keep making videos. I would watch his YouTube videos, get excited, and get straight to work on videos. And so it's really sad seeing this guy I looked up to being this disgusting person, which in a way is ironic as hell, because he used to make videos about disgusting, disturbing people like this. Like, for example, on my Hypnotist Sappho video, I used a clip from his video about Hypnotist Sappho showing his take on things. And even later into that video, into his video, when it starts talking about hypnotisafo thinking children can consent and all that shit, he called her depraved and psychotic and all these things. And so to see this, I feel betrayed. We all feel betrayed. But enough about me, enough about my sappy shit. We need to focus on the topic at hand, because these people had it way worse, which honestly, I hope they're recovering well. I hope all the victims in the story are doing okay, because this shit like this is terrifying, and they're so brave for coming out about this and speaking out against Cyrus. This is really brave to do, because usually when stuff like this happens and people are speaking out against a big content creator that a lot of people love, it can be really dangerous for the victim, because sometimes people won't believe them, think they're clout chasing, which that has happened before. There have most definitely been cases where people were just clout chasing, so that's why it's extra dangerous to come out about stuff like this, because you don't know how people are going to react. But yeah, here's another message or screenshot of messages between Cyrus and a friend this time. So right now we're reading this in the POV of the friend, and so the left side is obviously Cyrus. We've got some text on the screen saying, "If you believed anything he said on his YouTube post, you are naive and delusional. This is not the first time he's manipulated situations and admitted his mistakes. He admits constantly and has been for over 5 years, but never do anything at all to change it." And so the friend goes on to say, a child, a fucking child. You are a fucking pedophile, and I can't believe I ever defended you. Cyrus goes on to say, "I'm so sorry, man. Holy shit. I sincerely hope you get everything you deserve." And then Cyrus responds with, I promise, I do too, man. I'm so sorry you ever defended me for so long. Everything you did for me for so long, it's so fucked up." So basically just trying to manipulate the situation, like, you know. Here's another screenshot from another victim named Bunny. Oh, also, he said he was glad I wanted to do stuff with him because he also wanted to so badly. And plus, he told me that he sent other people the selfies of myself from when I was 12 and asked them if they found me attractive so he could feel better about finding me attractive. And he said they did find me attractive, lol. Back to the twit longer. And after all of this, Cyrus became even more paranoid. He uploaded a video where he said he was leaving YouTube to focus on school. I then tweeted that he was definitely not taking a break for school because he dropped out of high school to pursue YouTube. This made him more paranoid, and he made a shitty video, which he then deleted. So I'm gonna get the video for you guys real quick. So right before I play this video, this was tweeted by Augie RFC with the tweet saying, "Here is the leaked call I was shown of Cyrus confessing to talking to someone too young. Allegedly, he sexted with a 12-year-old girl when he was 16 and kept doing it for 3 years. Make of that what you will. But I find that pretty fucked, if true." Here's the video.
I didn't know how to talk to you and confront everything. And I want to try to right now. Like, specifically the I don't know, I'm just going to say Cherry, I guess. I've never really called her that, but the Cherry stuff. I remember the day it happened, and I'm just gonna tell it exactly as is. I kind of left a couple details out when I was telling Ryan earlier because I didn't want to, like, I don't know. I thought that it would come out like I was, like, what's the word? Not justifying, that's not right. It sounded like I was giving it a reason for why it happened the first time in my head, so I didn't tell him exactly. But basically, I was drunk one night. I went up to my room when I was living with my friends. I was probably, I don't really know, maybe 17 at the time. I'm really bad with time. I'm just going to say I was fucking 19, bro, because at this point I don't care. I feel like a fucking monster, man. Whenever I was talking to her, there had been this thing going on for a really long time where she'd, like, message me, like, really horny stuff, right? And I would do the thing on Snapchat where you slide slowly so, like, you can see the message without it, like, opening and stuff. And I remember in the beginning, I was a little uncomfortable. I was more grounded, I guess. I was just kind of like, ew. I think I told her not to do that one time or something. But this particular day, I don't know. I'd seen it for, like, the billionth time, and then I acted on it. And I can't ever undo that, man. I had no reason to act on it. I had no reason to have her added. I had no reason to fucking say hello to her. There wasn't anything specific about her or something. It wasn't because of her age or anything, or because of how she looked or anything. It's just somebody showed me that they really, like, wanted to do shit with me. And I was like, wow, somebody wants to do shit with me. And then it happened that first time, right? And then the next day, I felt a bunch of guilt. And I was like, dude, I was really fucked up last night. Like, can we forget that happened? And then, God, I don't want to go into the conversational specifics, but I'm going to try to. It went something along the lines of that. And then she was like, so you didn't like it? I was like, well, I did, but it's wrong. And I was never able to put in the words why it's wrong, even though it's obvious. I'm older than her. I'm too old for her at this age. It's kind of weird. It's pretty fucking weird. I don't know. It wasn't ever about her age, though, to me. That's just what made me feel so fucking wrong about it in the beginning. And I couldn't say that. I don't know why I didn't. That would have been...
And that's just where the video ends. Cyrus also posted a now deleted video same day that this was all happening on the 24th of last month. Tweeted by the same guy who posted that video, the leaked call with Cyrus. The tweet says, "This is Cyrus's last now deleted video posted earlier today," with the date on it. Sounds like a sick fuck to me. Normally, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt as much as possible, but here, I don't see much hope. Goes without saying, but I want nothing to do with him. Here's the video.
I'm going to start this by being as blunt as I can. I've been fucking up for a really long time, and I've been hurting a lot of people, especially a lot of women on the internet, and I just can't keep going on receiving all this positive support and pretending like everything is fine, daily uploading like I'm not fucking up every day. I just want to be completely honest with you guys, as I've been being honest with all of the girls that I had basically led on and hurt for so long. I've grown up on the internet for just about my entire life, and every single phase I've gone through, every single negative part of me that I've gone through, other people have had to experience on here. And it's a lot easier to mask in a 10-minute video than it is with people that I talk to every single day of my life. So a lot of you have absolutely no clue on what I'm about to say, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, man. For the last, I'm not even sure how many years that I've been on the internet, since I was probably around 15, 14, I've been lying to a lot of females and flirting with a lot of females, and I didn't ever understand the weight of it as it was through the internet. I thought that they would just talk to guys in real life or that it wouldn't really affect them, but it does. These are real people with real feelings. And I've had to understand that these were people that really cared about me and really trusted me, and I completely broke that with so many different girls, and it's horrible. I was on the internet being a cocky, arrogant cunt, thinking that I was just some fucking, what's the word? Thinking that I was just like getting all these girls, man. But I was just hurting them. They were all thinking that they had met the one. They were all thinking that we were going to have a life together and shit. And that just wasn't true. It has led to me hurting a lot of people, man, and some of those people even being younger than me. Some are saying that one of the girls was like 12, but I just want to go ahead and say that's not the girl's age at all. But I even heard a girl that was 3 years younger than me, and it was so fucked, man. Like, it's so fucked up. I can't keep getting positive support. I can't keep reading all these lovely comments. It's fucked, man. Like, I really need to be off of the internet. I really need to go get help, and I need to stop hurting people. So that's what I'm going to be doing as of today, everybody. You will not see me around for a good long while, as I really want to get help. I want to stop lying to people, and I want to stop hurting people. I can never undo any of the things that I've ever done to anybody. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so sorry to anybody that ever felt like we'd have a life or a future together. I fucked up. I should have never led you on. I should have never lied. I should have never even flirted with you in the first place. It was stupid.
So, yeah, you guys could probably understand why he deleted this video. This video is honestly embarrassing. Not only he's just flat out confessing that he's a horrible, disgusting individual, but he's just making excuses the whole time and begging for people to pity him and everything, which honestly makes this whole thing even more pathetic. It would be more respectable to just give up, admit you're wrong, and then leave and never come back. But, you know, people like this just aren't smart at all. But yeah, that's basically all of it. That's basically everything. There were more leaked screenshots, leaked messages between him and underage girls, which are really weird, but you can go ahead and find those yourselves because we basically covered everything that's happened. No one's heard from Cyrus since. Not that I know of, at least. But, yeah. Cyrus. He is a YouTuber who is 19 years old, who started his career not too long ago, on exactly January 14th, 2018, and hasn't been heard from since February 2nd of this year. He was a YouTuber that a lot of people looked up to. People who wanted to start content creation looked up to this man. So it's sad to see this happen to another YouTuber we all love. I would remember after a long day and I finally get home, I would put on his videos. And I'd enjoy watching them and laughing at the crazy shit you'd see on YouTube. Laughing with this YouTuber that not only made me smile, but made me pursue YouTube.
Now, if you've heard of the Momo challenge, then you'll kind of get
And
a
it's
good
sad to
idea
see him go.
of what the Jonathan Galindo challenge is. Jonathan
To see him
Galindo
go
was
in this kind of way. But eventually people change, not for the better. And we eventually find out the true nature of the people that we look up to.
That's very fucking disgusting.